Storytelling is a must in SaaS video marketing. So I'm about to show you how to do it and how it looks like in real time. I think storytelling is one of the most misunderstood words in SaaS marketing. Every time somebody hears the word storytelling, they imagine commercials like Nike, Apple ads, and things like that, with emotional music. And some founders actually standing on a mountain talk about chasing the world. You know? For example. And because SaaS products are pretty practical, a lot of people immediately think that doesn't apply to us. I think the opposite is true. I think storytelling becomes more important the more complex your product is, you guys. Because buyers don't remember futures, obviously. They remember situations. And that's the first thing I want to talk about. When I actually say storytelling inside SaaS product videos, I'm not talking about creating a movie or something like that. I'm talking about helping buyers recognize themselves. I'll say it again. I'm talking about buyers recognizing themselves. Because recognition creates understanding, and understanding creates action. So in this video, I will show you exactly how I use storytelling inside SaaS product videos and how you can apply it to your own product. So one of the biggest mistakes I see people actually trying to tell giant stories. They think every product video needs a beginning, middle, and end. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes storytelling is one sentence. Let's imagine, let's do a practical example. Let's imagine we are selling an AI management platform. A lot of SaaS companies will start like our platform, or we provide AI visibility, compliance reporting, things like that. That's okay, but nobody cares yet. Now, watch what happens when we add context. For example, Sarah from legal has no idea which AI tools employees are using. Suddenly we have a person, a situation, and we have tension. That's storytelling. And we did it in one sentence. The less is actually really simple, guys. Storytelling is about stories, it's about creating context. So let's dive into the techniques that actually we use in SaaS product videos. Let's start with the first one. That's actually specificity. I see a lot of scripts are very generic. For example, let's take a sentence like teams struggle with inefficiency. If you heard that sentence, nobody pictures anything. Instead of that, we can transform into every Friday afternoon somebody export data into Excel because the dashboard still doesn't answer the question they need. Now people can visualize it. Storytelling starts when people can see situations, not when they understand the future. Second technique, mini scenes, very important. If you look around at videos, a lot of explaining, and storytelling actually shows. Let's take this example. This sentence, sales teams lose time updating CRM records. We can transform that into a sales rep finishes the call, opens Salesforce, updates free fields, answers Slack messages, get distracted, and forgets to log to the next opportunity. That right here is a scene. So if you compare it to the first sentence I actually wrote that says sales team lose time updating CMI records into a sales rep finishes the call, opens Salesforce, updates free fields, answers Slack messages, get distracted, and forgets to log to the next opportunity. Huge difference. And like I said, human remembers scenes. Third technique I want to talk about is contrast. A lot of storytelling is often contrast. So without contrast, there is no story. For example, let's say this. Yesterday, 4 spreadsheets, 70 tabs, it took 2 hours. Versus today, 1 dashboard, took 2 minutes. Right? So the larger the gap between before and after, the stronger the story feels. It's all about creating before and after what it used to be, what it is now. Fourth technique I want to talk about is the unexpected detail. That's my favorite one here. You know, I think a lot of videos sounds predictable. For example, we or our platform saves time. That's boring and unexpected. I mean, that's boring, but if you transform it into an unexpected thing, you could say something like most customers don't buy this because it saves time. They buy it because they're tired of being blamed for problems they can't even see. So from one sentence, our platform saves time, to unexpected, most customers don't buy this because it saves time. They buy it because they are tired of being blamed for problems they can't even see. Now people lean in. Unexpected details create attention. Let's go to the fifth one. This is a very interesting one. Future pacing. Instead of showing what the product does, show what tomorrow looks like. Let's take this example. Imagine opening Monday's report and already know which accounts are likely to churn. That's future pacing. The buyer's mentality, experience ownership before purchasing. That's storytelling right there. Sixth technique is the missing piece. Create stories. Great stories create a gap. For example, we discover one section of the product was responsible for 70% of onboarding success. Now people want to know which section. They want to know how. It's not clickbait, it's just information withheld temporarily. Seventh technique, pattern interrupts. A lot of set scripts become problem, future, and more futures. Instead of suddenly say, the funny thing is, that wasn't even the problem they hired us to solve. Now attention returns. So, pattern interruption. Let's read that sentence again. The funny thing is, that wasn't even the problem they hired us to solve. Got it? Technique 8, human stakes. You know, show personal outcomes. Show personal outcome with this one. So instead of reduce reporting time, say something like the finance manager finally stopped spending every Sunday evening preparing Monday's report. Business plus human. That's much stronger. So I want to actually show you a script that's kind of like generic and a script that uses storytelling. Let's go to the first one, a pretty generic script. Ready? Let's go. Managing AI uses across an organization can be difficult. Our AI management platform provides complete visibility into AI tool adoption, uses, and risk. The platform automatically identifies AI applications being used across the company. Administrators can monitor employee activity, generate compliance reports, and enforce AI policy from a centralized dashboard. Enforce AI policies from a centralized dashboard. Real-time alerts notify teams when unauthorized tools are detected. Custom reporting capabilities help organizations remain compliant with internal and external regulations. The platform integrates with exciting security infrastructure and provides enterprise-grade scalability. With advanced analytics and governance features, organizations can gain better control over AI usage and reduce operational risk. Request a demo today to learn more. Okay, so why this script's actually a bit generic? Because nothing happens. There's no person, no situation, no tension, no emotional connection. So those five are actually enough to say, okay, this is kind of generic. It's just information. You understand it, but you don't feel anything. Okay, take that script into mind. Let's go to the second one with we were in, including storytelling techniques. Ready? Let's go. 3 months ago, a security leader discovered something uncomfortable. An employee had uploaded confidential company information into an AI tool nobody even knew was being used. The problem wasn't the employee had bad intentions. The problem was visibility. The company had over 2,000 employees. New AI tools were appearing every week, and nobody had a reliable way to see what was actually happening. So every compliance review felt like guesswork. Every audit felt stressful, and every security meeting started with the same question: do we actually know our data is going on? Now imagine a different scenario. You open a dashboard and instantly see every AI application being used across the company. You know which team are using which tools. You know where potential risk exists. And instead of spending days gathering information, you already have the answers. For one enterprise customer, that meant reducing audit preparation time by more than 70%. 70%. Hundreds of hours saved every year, but the bigger benefit wasn't time, it was confidence. Because the first time they weren't reacting to AI usage, they were managing it. So, if you're trying to understand how AI is being used inside your organization, let's take a closer look. Alright, so where the storytelling techniques appear. 1. Specificity. An employee had uploaded confidential company information into an AI tool nobody even knew was being used. That's storytelling. You can visualize it. Mini scene. Every security meeting started with the same question: do we actually know what data is going on? Now we can see the situation. Human mistakes. Every audit felt stressful. This is like more than a human problem. Show the human aspect of it, how it felt like. Future pasting. Imagine a different scenario. You open a dashboard and instantly see every AI application being used across the company. Buyer mentality, experience ownership. Contrast. Before, guesswork, stress, no visibility. After, instant visibility, control, confidence. Story is change. Financial outcome. Reducing audit preparation time by more than 70%. Hundreds of hours saved every year. Now the outcome becomes measurable. Emotional outcome. The bigger benefit wasn't time, it was confidence. That's what most scripts forget. People buy emotional outcomes discussed as business decisions. So know something interesting. The product is mentioned less, yet the second script sells the product much better. That's usually what great storytelling does in SaaS. It stops telling about the software and start talking about the world before and after the software exists. Thanks for watching the video. Click on my channel for more